Fuel up because it's time to dive into some cursed memes. 1, 2, 3, 4, I declare a thumb war. 5, 6, 7, 8, I used this hand to masturbate. Ah! This weird abomination was not actually ever a real toy that was put out for circulation. A Google search reveals that it's a piece of novelty art made by a guy called Randy Reiger, who specializes in making parodies of 1950s toys. This statue, unfortunately, seems to be all too frighteningly real. And while we're on the subject of horses, I'm not sure exactly what we have here. It looks like this picture accompanied a story called Farm Holidays written by somebody called The Veterinarian. And it looks like something really kinky was going on, so we're just going to leave that here. Now for this next one, I thought for sure this was a gag, but as far as I can tell, this is a real candy called Camel Balls, and I don't understand how this passed marketing or who would buy or eat this, but it's a thing that exists. This is one failed pitch for a daring rebrand of Hostess Donuts and a partnership with My Little Pony. I guess they could have used different colored sugars for all the other characters' anatomy. This kind of reminds me of pictures that were circulating the internet using donuts as a metaphor for gay dudes' back doors. Basically, the smaller the hole in the center of the donut, the better. Now, for this one, I don't even know what to say to this because you completely are blood if that's what the ketchup is. I guess it's like the blood of the tomato. But you know what, have fun. Next time you gotta squirt some ketchup on a hot dog or hamburger and this picture pops in your mind. Next we have Woody holding up a couple of Woodies and a bird sitting on one that's mounted to the wall. Who would stick that on their wall and let their pet bird sit on it? Let's take a moment to consider the stages of natural progression here and what it ultimately leads up to. What the hell is this supposed to be? Well, here we have a little cartoon. Let's see what's going on here. So this guy's up on the roof. He's dancing in lingerie. The next thing you know, there's randomly a flying saucer. It hits him with an electric beam. He falls to the ground. And then we have the news reporter. A middle-aged man in women's underwear was struck by a ray from a UFO while standing on the apartment roof. His genitalia reportedly doubled in size. And then you have every guy in the city on every rooftop in the city waiting. I don't remember this book in the series, but you know, I didn't have all of them or read all of them, I'm sure. Why is mommy moaning? Yeah, about that. Mr. Bean, straight from the underground. So this scene was carefully set up with the bunny posed just so with, I guess, a string of LEDs between his butt and the fox's mouth, with the effect being it looks like the bunny is projectile pooping lasers into the fox's mouth. Score big points for creative, I guess? Okay, this is like, were they trying to be creepy? I'm not even going to attempt to guess what's going on here. In the midst of a desolate wasteland that was once a thriving Midwest city, two people dressed as the Easter Bunny get it on. Yup, that sounds about right. Don't worry, officer, I'm from the internet. Well, I know everything's gonna be okay now. And ending on a wholesome note, here's a fox that posed for a picture and then came around to see if it was to his liking.